All right. Links are out there for people that want to jump in. Check your email addresses. Welcome to the Friday Night Strike. We're going 9 minutes early because, I'm bored. It's just how I roll. I mean, we had a decent chat yesterday. We had a really nice chat on Jason's show. And if you didn't see Jason's show, go watch go watch the recap on his channel. This is Jason Stewart, so check him out. I don't know. I think it's Thursday with Jay. That's what he's calling it. So check that out. Let's see who we got out there right now. First was Tennessee Gun Guy saying first. Gun Loving Grandpa is out there saying, "Hey guys." Pretty sure I sent him a link too. Jason Stewart is out there saying, "Good evening, good evening, everyone." Jason's throwing me off there. Scott P79 is out there saying, "Yo." West 10 millimeters out there. How you doing, guys? How you doing? So we're live again. As I said, we would do the Friday Night Strike, even though we did something last night. Separate thing. So, but yeah. So. Let's just do that. There we go. Brady Bunch. Scott P79 says PSA 74 sold out in 4 minutes today. Yeah, well, I don't have the money for PSA 74 right now, so yeah.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, you're alive.
Yeah, doing good. What you got going on this Friday?
Nothing. Apparently, family member. I had to stay at home because we have packages coming today. So, but one of my family members is in the hospital again. So.
Oh no, is it Corona?
No, it's not Corona. It might be Corona related. We don't know. But my dad passed out. They took him to the hospital. They don't know whether it was Corona, a stroke, or if he got a heart attack or something. It's just he passed out. He doesn't normally do that kind of thing. So, yeah, they took him to the hospital, and some family are with him right now. And I'm just kind of stuck here at home.
Oh man, well I hope everything turns out. I hope maybe he's just tired in the heat and everything.
I think he's just tired. He's not drinking enough water because this has happened to him before, where he's gotten dehydrated. But because half the time all he drinks is coffee. So you know how those old guys are.
Old and stubborn.
Yeah. But no, I think he'll be all right. He sounded all right on the phone earlier, so. But anyways, it sucks that he had to go to the hospital. So. But anyways. So who we got out there? We've got DM Foss is out there. Saying I caught half of Jason's chat. You should have caught the later half of the chat. Later half of the chat was better. The early half wasn't too good because I wasn't there, but the later half was better because I was there. Isn't that right, Jason?
Yeah, I had a good time, man. I appreciate you and everybody else coming by.
Yeah, well, I support you, and as I said, guys, if you haven't checked out Jason's channel, go check it out. He's only got a couple chats up right now, but he said he's working on getting more stuff up there. It's just it's got to take a little time. So if you can, check him out, subscribe, and watch him when he does live streams.
So. Thanks for the plug, buddy.
Hey, anytime. You've helped me more times than I can count. So anytime you need something, you let me know.
Thanks, man. We're even.
No, we're not even, but I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually, man. So I'm gonna open a Dr. Pepper, so plug your ears.
Does it taste more like Diet Dr. Pepper?
No, I only drink straight regular Dr. Pepper. I do not drink diet. I don't drink diet soda because I don't want my brain bleeding because of aspartame.
Oh, you know about aspartame, huh? Yeah, I'm highly sensitive to aspartame, man.
Well,
me and a few other people in my family.
The thing is, my mom's allergic to aspartame.
Yeah, that's what you'd say.
I'm not allergic. I'm not allergic to aspartame. I'm not really allergic to hardly anything except plants in the outside. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. You got one Achilles heel. I'm not allergic to any foods. I'm only allergic to one specific type of medication, which is the worst one. Like, in case if a shit hits the fan, I have to find the alternative for penicillin because I'm allergic to penicillin.
Yeah, aspartame. I didn't know for years that I had problems with it, but I can tell when I get a hold of any. I will hurt in places in my leg. I will feel like arthritis has invaded every inch of my body from aspartame.
Yeah, aspartame. For anyone that doesn't know, all diet sodas made in this country have aspartame in it. And even if you go to Dollar Tree and you get some of those cheap 3-liter cola, Stars and Stripes cola, all variations of that cola, it doesn't matter whether it's Coca-Cola, root beer, lemon lime, any flavors that company does, they use aspartame in it. I don't like the taste of aspartame, okay? I prefer sugar or corn syrup, but I cannot stand the taste of aspartame. And that's not saying I'm not allergic to it. I just don't like the taste. It tastes nasty.
You know where they got aspartame from, don't you?
No, I don't know where it comes from.
It was originally an ingredient in fertilizer. And southern states like Georgia, they outlawed the use of aspartame because it causes like two-headed snakes and two-headed frogs and stuff like that. And they started to have a bad rap about it, and then there's always the cover-up. But most of it now, places where they've outlawed it to be in our food here in America, all they do is ship it in from Canada. Yeah. And bypass the laws. But the FDA people also worked for the company that invented the aspartame and selling it. So, I mean, they put it in baby food, yogurt, everything as a sugar substitute. It's poison, man. It is pure poison.
Yeah, I don't like it. So, Jay Mattingly is out there. Jay Mattingly says everything is bad for you or causes cancer. Yes, yep, but only in the state of California. But in this instance, aspartame is just bad for you. Period. I'm just gonna say that right now. I mean, argue with me all you want. If you like diet soda, go for it. I don't. I do not like the taste of aspartame. I just don't. So.
No, fine. There's a couple other ways they hide that name too. But
DM Foss says at Night Strike, so aspartame was a southern plot to get back at the North. I don't know anything about that, DM, because I'm not originally from South Carolina. I'm from southeastern Arizona. Difference. Well, yeah, southeastern. Anyways. John Lowell's out there says, I haven't gotten used to it in the past 2 years. Yeah, well, there you go. Guns and Barbecue. You don't like aspartame, do you?
No, I can't drink diet soda just for that reason. I think it leaves a terrible aftertaste.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, it's not just the aftertaste. I don't like the taste during drinking the soda. Forget the aftertaste. I hate both of it.
I'm telling you, if you consume a lot of stuff with aspartame, get rid of it. Cut it out of your diet. And I guarantee just even everyday minor aches and pains and stuff will go away.
Yeah, it's supposed to be no good for you. I don't like soda really in general anyways. If I do have soda, it's normally a root beer or a birch beer. But if you gave me diet root beer, diet birch beer, I'd immediately say, hey, this is diet.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I don't drink diet. Sorry, please take it back.
The one time I was sick and my mother gave me diet ginger ale, and I was like, this is diet, isn't it? And she's like, no. I was like, BS. I was like, I can tell. I was like, it's got that aspartame taste. It tastes like crap. I think all diet soda tastes the same.
Yeah. Well, I like soda with corn syrup or sugar in it. Okay, it's harder to find good soda with sugar in it instead of and corn syrup. But most soda is made these days with corn syrup, so you got to deal with that. So, but aspartame, I can't stand it. Though I will tell you one thing, I have had some soda made with stevia. That stuff's delicious. That's good stuff.
Yeah, stevia, it's not bad. It's as sweet as sugar is.
Yeah.
Is that like Splenda or something?
It's kind of like Splenda, but it's healthier. It's made from plants.
Yeah, it's all natural, and you usually buy it.
It's organic
at the pharmacy. Yeah.
Well, you can buy it at the pharmacy, but now you can also buy it from the store in its own bags like sugar. So if I was going to have soda made from any other ingredient other than sugar and corn syrup, I would prefer stevia because stevia at least tastes close enough to sugar. It's got a decent taste. All right, we got another message out there from DM Foss saying, at Night Strike, from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, Philadelphia, Atlanta, LA. Wow, Foss. Wow, man. They're just, wow. Yeah.
No, I got that song stuck in my head.
Keep on a rocking me, baby.
Yeah, I know. No, stevia does not cause cancer. 300 Fox. You're just saying that because you like aspartame, Jay Mattingly. Nice try. Nice try. So, let's what else is going on up there? Not much. So, well, we got more things to say. Remember, if you're out there on the chat and you're not saying anything, you're just watching. Go ahead and make a comment out in the live chat so we know you're there. Even if you're just watching just for the hell of it, because you got nothing better to do, or you need something on while you're working. Just give us a thing. Just say hi, or let us know you're there.
Night Strike gets paranoid that the Nightbots are lurking and recording everything that he does.
No, I'm only paranoid that there might be a Nightbot out there that I need to ban.
Don't forget to give a thumbs up too, people.
I'm not gonna ask for a thumbs up because
thumbs it up.
Normally I get the opposite, so it's just whatever. I've had videos where I've gotten more thumbs down than I have actually gotten views, and I'm just wondering how the hell that works.
I've noticed if I give something a thumbs down, I usually get credit for like giving 2 thumbs down. You ever notice that? And then I can take my thumbs down away, and it'll drop by 2, and I'll click on thumbs down again, and it'll jump right back up by 2.
Yeah.
You're a very important person, Jason.
I guess I must have the I'm like a delegate or something like that.
Yeah, you're like a YouTube video. What is it? Not delegate, but electorate. There you go.
The Nelson Group.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, the thumbs, I mean, as long as people are clicking them, it's good for your channel either way because it's interaction. That's all YouTube cares about.
Yeah. Jay Mattingly is saying, has anyone noticed how tall Barron Trump has gotten? Yeah, he's gotten pretty tall. He's growing up pretty well, so they must be feeding him pretty well.
I have not seen him lately.
But
It's maybe been a few years.
it was at he was president of the RNC thing. So
Mm-hmm.
when he showed his whole family.
Well, what is he? He's I don't know, maybe he's 16, 17 years old now.
I think so. Yeah, he's probably around there.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if he was 10 or 12 when Trump got elected.
Yeah. Fine Ape is out there, so watch out. We have the proponent of Diet Beef Soda Zero. No calories, twice the taste. So watch out.
Twice the taste. I need to get some of that then.
Yeah, you do. DM Foss says the YouTube demons can be fickle. Yes, they can. Jay Mattingly says he's 14. Well, he looks older. So obviously he's doing something right. So,
you don't think he lives in the White House and it makes him a little better? You don't think his mom's gorgeous and his dad's the most powerful man on earth?
Hey, I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to speculate. He seems to be doing well, and that's all I care about. No, I don't wish him ill. So that's all that matters.
Oh no.
PTM62 says, "Hey everyone, there's some going back and forth out there in the side chat. So, anyways, anybody else got something to talk about? I'm just kind of spitballing here tonight because that's what the Friday Night Strike is. We just kind of water cooler chat with the chat.
How's your weather? Is the storms turned your direction?
Nah, I don't have any rain right now. It did rain earlier this morning, but it stopped afternoon, and we haven't had any rain after that. So, but we've been getting rain off and on a lot lately. It's weird.
It poured rain today. It's still a little bit rainy out, but we haven't had rain, at least a month or longer.
We've had rain quite a bit lately, so I've got to live with it.
I see that the California mag ban is back in courts again.
Yeah. Well, did anyone really believe that the California government would lay down on that one? No, the California government is going to try and push it. And when they push it too far, they're going to ruin it for everyone. That means every state is gonna get pummeled for their bans.
Only if we're lucky.
Yeah, only if we let them.
Does
anybody else worried that Night Strike was just talking about sugar, then he mentioned the water cooler? I'm starting to think he might be one of those giant cockroaches from outer space like on Men in Black.
You're funny. You're funny, says the lizard person. From the center of the earth. So.
You just call me a slee stack?
I don't know what I called you. Anyways, DTM62 says it's nice to be recognized by the upper crust of society. At DM Foss, at G23, and at Gun-Loving Grandpa. Gun-Loving Grandpa says it was about a week last time. At DTM62 says at Night Strike, don't count on Justice Roberts. I don't count on him at all, no. But, we also can't count on Ginsburg to make a decision because she keeps getting sick. So let's hope she's sick when a decision comes up. Of course, that also had to be if the Supreme Court actually heard a gun case. They haven't heard a gun case in 10 fucking years. So.
Yeah, wasn't Kavanaugh supposed to be, the savior? Everybody was so happy about him. But
before Kavanaugh, it was supposed to be Gorsuch. And between the two of them, Gorsuch has been more conservative than Kavanaugh.
No, well, that's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure Kavanaugh was one of the ones that's like, yeah, we don't need to hear this right now. when all these things came up recently.
I have half a mind to go and send an angry worded email and letter, and hell, even call his government office phone number and say, "Hey, do your damn job." But I don't want you to be put on another list, because obviously you get put on a list for that.
Yeah, it's just too much to ask of Supreme Court justices to take just a moment to defend and uphold the Constitution.
Yeah.
It's not like it's hard work or anything. You could sum it up in one page.
Yeah, sum up in one page while you're sitting at your ass behind a desk. It's not like you don't do that anyways. Just saying. So, anyways, don't even get me started on the Supreme Court. That just makes me angry.
Rich White.
Uh-oh, Mr. Pennsylvania, West Virginia's out there. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you hear that New Jersey Governor Murphy uses COVID for cover to raise gun fees and taxes?
What?
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good thing AWAG is leaving New Jersey. So
because of COVID, gun taxes have to go up because it's
gun fees and taxes have to go up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, huh. Apparently, because they have everything shut down over there. Yeah. Governor Murphy's proposed anti-gun increases, including raising the handgun purchase permit fee from $2,400% from $2 to $50. I don't know if that works. Anyways, the cost of a firearm ID card they were talking 2,400%. Okay, from 1,900%, from $5 to $100, and the price of handgun carry permit from, I don't know if they're right on these percentages. Maybe it's supposed to be 2.4% or something like that, or maybe they're off by a zero or something. But anyways, they say handgun carry permit 7,900% from $50 to $400. The fee for a gun retail dealer license by 9,900% from $50 to $500. I'm not sure that percentage is right.
This is what I think of New Jersey.
Yeah. And the fee for a firearm manufacturer, 900% from $150 to $1,500. There are, of course, additional fee increases as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the percentages, but the increases is ridiculous, and I do not support it. So, just if you live in New Jersey, I'm sorry, guys, but that's what you get.
Taxes and fees is an infringement, plain and simple.
Yep.
I mean, too much taxes or taxing things too heavily makes me want to throw tea overboard dressed up as a Native American.
Makes me want to send the king a letter.
Right. What the hell are you doing raising all these taxes?
We'll throw all the tea and aspartame overboard and call it sweet tea.
Yeah.
Well, they would get you for environmental contamination.
Actually, it's diet sweet tea.
Yes. Luckily, I don't like sweet tea either way, so.
I'm not that big a fan of it either.
Wow, I mean, you're from the South. People always look at me crazy.
I'm from the Southeast, okay? Or Southwest. But I'm from Southeast Phoenix. So I'm not I'm not, a big tea drinker. So
I love unsweet tea, but people always look at me goofy, like, really? You don't have any sugar in it? No, just plain Jane freaking tea. I don't even understand why it's called unsweet tea, because who the heck puts sugar in something then takes the sugar out? No, you don't do that. It's just regular tea, damn it.
Yep. Gun Library Garrett is out there saying hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Gun Library Garrett. We've got Rich White is out there going on a storm. Rich White says Elvis is a dead, but if you want to send him a letter, no, I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, and DTAM62 says sweet tea is Carolina table wine. Yes, it is. It literally is. But, we've also got cheer wine down here, too. So, there you go. DM Foss says, at Guns and Barbecue is an uncouth savage. No sugar in tea. So, what do you have to say to that?
I can't disagree. I will wear that badge with honor.
All right.
I like Lipton Sun tea. That's about the only iced tea that I like.
Yeah.
I don't like buying it, like McDonald's at a store or anything. Their tea just tastes terrible.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they leave it sitting in a giant metal container all day, and at some point it needs changed out. But if you were to go and get it first thing in the morning after those things have been washed and everything, it's fine. But if you're getting it middle of the day or in the evening, it's just disgusting.
Yeah. It certainly is. I mean, let me check to see if there's any other news that's worth mentioning today, other than California. All right. Democrat gun ban in New Hampshire State House will be challenged in court. Good news for the Live Free or Die state, where the New Hampshire Supreme Court on Friday ruled that a state lawmaker hoping to sue over a ban on guns at the state house imposed by Democrat lawmakers can bring a legal challenge against the prohibition. Democrats imposed the gun ban in Representatives Hall when they took control of the state house in January of 2019, and State Representative John Burt filed suit shortly thereafter. The Superior Court judge, however, initially ruled that Burt couldn't sue over the gun ban, citing the separation of powers clause in the state constitution, declaring that the courts had no place to second-guess rules imposed by the legislative body. In a unanimous decision, the state Supreme Court rejected the decision by the lower court and ruled that Burt can indeed bring his legal challenge forward. The court recognized that the state legislature has the power to set its own rules, but that lawmakers don't have a green light to pass unconstitutional measures. And they state, however, our conclusion that the Constitution commits to the legislator such exclusive authority does not end the inquiry into justiciability. The court system remains available for adjudication of issues of constitutional or other fundamental rights. While it is appropriate to give due deference to a co-equal branch of government as long as it is functioning within constitutional constraints, it would be a serious dereliction on our part to deliberately ignore a clear constitutional violation. Because they're basically saying you can't have a gun. That's against the Second Amendment. The Democrat House Speaker had argued that there was already a precedent on the books in New Hampshire that allowed lawmakers to impose the state house gun ban, but the justices on the state Supreme Court didn't buy the argument. Instead, the justices sent Representative Burt's case back to the lower court for a full and complete hearing, but not before issuing a little reminder of their own about the fundamental importance of the right to keep and bear arms. Today's decision is no guarantee that the gun ban imposed by the Democratic majority will be tossed out by a judge, but at the very least, it opens a door to that possibility. It also leaves Democrats in a tough spot politically because the state Supreme Court has acknowledged in its opinion that the state House gun ban deals with the exercise of a fundamental right. Democrats in the state legislature have been treating the Second Amendment as a second-class right ever since they took control of the state House in 2018 elections. And the state Supreme Court's opinion is another reminder that the Democratic majority doesn't see the U.S. or New Hampshire constitutions as providing any real protection against whatever gun control proposals they come up with. House Speaker Stephen Shurtleff has already been accused of trying to retaliate against Representative Burt over the lawsuit by removing him from the legislative committee that hears all gun-related bills in the House. And that was before today's decision by the state Supreme Court. I have no idea what kind of stunt Shurtleff might pull as a result of today's decision, but if I were Representative Burt, I'd start checking my seat in the State House for whoopee cushions or thumbtacks before I sat down.
Whoopee cushions and thumbtacks.
Well, obviously, because he can't do anything. He can't do any real harm because he's a Democrat. They just don't think that far ahead. Other than just, randomly rioting and, looting and mobbing. That's all they can do. But they have to have multiple people for that.
You're referring to peaceful protest.
No, I'm referring to freaking rioters and looters. Because I'll tell you what, right now, that wasn't peaceful if you just watched Never Enough Ammo's show. If you watched what he played with Rand Paul, that's no peaceful protester. That was assault. That's a rioter. A rioter assaults people. A peaceful protester stands there and does nothing.
Now, I didn't see any of the news, but I heard something about Rand Paul and some protesters outside the White House. So what he had a run-in or something?
I don't know if it was the White House or somewhere else, but apparently I'm doing with the air quotes, the protesters, one of them literally attacked one of the security police officers that was there protecting Senator Paul.
Ooh, that should be some type of crime.
It should be a crime because that was assault. That wasn't jostled, as the news says. That was assault. And last I checked, you can get arrested for assault.
Well, the thing is, if you put your hands on a police officer in pretty much any circumstance, it's going to be some sort of charge. And if nothing comes of this, when they threw a bicycle or something at him, it looked like.
He was carrying his bicycle.
Oh, okay.
The officer was carrying his bicycle, and he was using it to block the protesters.
Gotcha.
And the rioters. I'm going to say this right now, and the rioters, because protesters don't assault people.
Well, I wouldn't call them rioters necessarily. I mean, just because there's one bad egg in that bunch that decided to put their hands on somebody, that doesn't make them a rioter. It's just somebody that is an asshole and assaulted somebody.
So I'm going to call him a rioter. You don't agree that you don't agree. Okay, it's been noted and written down, and we're moving on. But I'm going to say you're wrong, and I have a right to.
Yep.
So
I reject your reality,
and you're going to say I'm wrong, and you have a right to, and that's how it's just going to be, and we're going to move on.
We believe facts over truth.
Yeah. So, anyways, DM Foss says that Night Strike, the Second Amendment Foundation, is going to sue over California delays and background checks. They're up to 30 days. Oh, I know. California, it's not a good place to live in right now. Let's see what else people are saying. They're talking about Aroni. New York Outcast is out there. Watch out. Rob D's there. G23 says, I did the video in so much pain. DSM62 says, when Rand Paul was leaving Trump's speech, he was accosted by BLM Antifa crowd. That wasn't just an accosting. That was assault. Rich White says, they're rioters. They had to add another layer of fencing to the White House because of those assholes. Yeah. They are rioters.
Oh, you mean we had to pay for another layer of fencing because
well, I'm not going to say that, but probably. New York Outcast said, next time, check before you sit down, D23. Oh, apparently Rob the Outcast doesn't like G23. He's setting thumbtacks and whoopee cushions underneath G23.
It's not him personally. It's just the Glock.
I think G23 just said it was a whoopee cushion, but I smelled it.
Yep. Now how it goes. That's how it starts. JAX. Where's JAX?
Jacksonville.
That's the Jacksonville Airport, isn't it? Yeah, it's Jacksonville. Okay, Rolos Carvelis is down in Jacksonville today. Well, how you doing, buddy? He says good evening from JAX, and that's Jacksonville Airport, I believe. So, there you go. So, he's out there listening. Yeah. What else? What else is going on? You guys got anything?
I got nothing. I'm just looking forward to a nice, relaxing weekend.
Yeah, me too.
Not straight.
I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, my ringtone decided to go off. Did you ever do your if you could only have one gun challenge video?
No, because I can't fathom only having one. I just can't do it, man.
I couldn't either. Then that mare's leg just kind of came to me as like, oh my gosh, I think that'd be perfect.
Well, maybe if an M1 Garand comes to me in the mail, I might do one. But until that kind of thing happens, I don't think so. I can't fathom it.
Well, let's say you don't necessarily have to have it in your possession at this point. I know one of the other channels, he chose a Smith & Wesson TRR8, which then he said he doesn't own that right now, but he's got his local shop working on getting him one. And once I've got this Dan Wesson paid off in a couple months, I'll probably have my local shop order me the 44 mare's leg.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that too.
So see, you could do the M1.
We got a super chat out there from Gun Library Garrett saying maybe a 1-year sentence for any politician who passes a law which is later determined unconstitutional. You know what? That's the kind of thinking I like. I like to see punishments for trying to subvert and trying to change the Constitution.
Yeah, removal of office.
Well, it's punishment, and we need to start punishing and letting these Democrats and these people who are anti-American understand that there are consequences to their actions. They're not going to be able to skate by scot-free for the rest of their lives. And unfortunately, that's happening right now with a lot of politicians. Just look at Pelosi.
But so who enforces it though? Let's just hypothetically say Biden wins and Dems retain Congress. So Pelosi or whoever else decides to put forth a unconstitutional bill, knowing it, and then Biden's like, "That's all right. we're going to get it shoved down their throats. They're going to say they want you in jail. I'm just going to pardon you.
Or they just do it like they did the Affordable Care Act. And if you didn't like it, they just get the Supreme Court to say, no, it's fine. You're forced to do this.
Yeah.
You're punished on your taxes if you don't follow along. Totally constitutional.
Yeah, how they circumvented that one is just beyond me.
It's beyond me how come the first 2 years of Trump's administration and they didn't get rid of that. Even if it just shows you, even all the Republicans back then that voted no against it, now I'm sure their pockets are all getting a little taste of it, so they don't want it to go away.
Yep.
Uh-oh. John Z is out there. Watch out. And Drucifer's out there. How's it going, buddy? So we got a couple people out there. So, but yeah, you're absolutely right. D1062 says, wouldn't it still take 2/3 of the senators to pass a bill? They still have to overcome the filibuster.
Well, right now, aren't Democrats trying to get rid of the filibuster?
They are, but they're not having any success.
I hope they don't.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do till they gain control of the House. And then that'd be just easy as could be to push them.
They've only got control of the House. They don't have control of the
That's
Senate.
what I mean, the Senate. That's what I meant. Senate.
And I really, really hope that the Senate, this next election, the Senate and the House both stay Republican. Or the House flips. I don't think that's going to happen. It's probably going to happen next time around. But
I think if Trump wins again, we probably lose the Senate majority. If Biden wins, I think it's a coin toss. And then I think if Biden won and then actually got a second term, which, my gosh, like that's a scary thought that he could. If he won, that he could possibly end up going for a second term. Like, he's senile as it is. Give him another 4 years. Holy cow. But if that happened, I could see the flip back to a Republican House and Senate in, another 4 years after the whole Biden thing. So
yeah. The problem is if Biden wins, then guys, you're going to have to agree with me on this. If Biden wins, that's at least 4 to 8 more years of Obama, even with Obama not even being in office.
I honestly think it will be worse.
Oh, it will be worse. It will be worse, but it's exactly the same.
I mean, like right now, if you gave me the choice of 4 more years of just Obama the way it was, or 4 years of Biden and whatever the DNC wants to do, I would choose Obama if that was my only 2 choices.
No, I'm going to say some controversial shit here, so brace yourself. No, I miss George W. Bush.
GW.
I miss GW.
Hey, I miss having a president too that made me think, oh shit, I also could be president, having only a C grade point average.
Yeah,
I'll just say this: if you reelect Trump, you're going to have 4 more years of the Democrats in the news crying every day.
Well, they're going to cry. They're going to cry anyways.
But if you elect Biden, it's going to be 4 years of you crying.
It's going to be 4 years of you crying and them saying the nicest shit that you've ever heard about Biden every fucking day.
So, just the idea that popped into my head. So, let's say Trump wins, like we're all hoping and expecting. Who do you see getting the Democrat bid in the next 4 years then, and that's most likely going to end up being our president because historically, after 8 years of one party, it flips.
Okay, who was the second most popular person running for president in the Democratic primaries? Besides
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie, sure.
Exactly.
No. Okay, the third one.
They'd have no choice but to rally behind Kamala Harris.
I was thinking it would probably be AOC.
I was thinking it'd probably be Cory Booker.
AOC's still not old enough, is she? Even in the next one.
In 4 years, I think she would be. I think she's 31 now, so she'd be 35.
Dude, you'll be lucky to remember her name in 2 years. I don't care if she's Democrat, the new face, or whatever. Even the people there realize how stupid she is.
If I'm still alive, maybe I'll run. Who knows?
If I was a fellow member in Congress, I'd look at her and tell her, "Shut up and sit down. You're lucky to be here."
Shut up and sit down. You're lucky to even be here. Yeah. All right. So we got some comments out there. Drew for saying he's not doing too bad. That Night Strike just got home from selling my Vector. Got double what I paid for it. Ooh. John Z is saying, I'm out here because he won't let me in there at Night Strike. Well, there's a reason, John. There's a reason. I mean, I almost didn't send Guns and Barbecue a link because of the whole cat jokes the other day.
Did I make a cat joke the other day?
You might have won.
I mean, I know I did it that day on Gizzard Gary's chat, and man, I was relentless with that.
Yeah.
It was a good time, though. Maybe not for you, but everybody else seemed to be laughing.
No. GTM62 says the only way we'll get anything is if we can get a filibuster-proof majority in the Senate. Yeah. Well, yep. John Z says if you don't vote Obama, you're not Biden enough.
That might be the best comment I've heard all week.
You ain't Biden. Come on, man.
Oh, wow. DTM62 says if Biden wins, it's almost guaranteed that Democrats will take over the Senate. Most people don't split their ballot. It's true. It's true. Walter Davis says, good afternoon, everyone. Rich White says, so did Biden win the Democratic primary for the U.S. Senate in South Carolina? I think so. I don't know. I didn't check the Democratic primary because I really don't care about the Democrats. Okay. Walter Davis says, Trump wins, he will throw them all in prison. Well, I hope so. We hope so. There will be no brakes on that train.
That's what we said about Hillary, though, and she's still walking around free.
Well, I think the problem with Hillary is she's got an ironclad defense. So, not so much everybody else. Not everyone else. Truthful says he imposed a local guy has a LTT 92 Beretta for sale. I'm trying to talk him down a bit, asking 900. Well, good luck on that, Truthful.
Ooh.
Okay, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, well, I'll say on that Beretta, I think Langdon Tactical still has them in stock, and you could get a brand new one from them if your local dealer doesn't have any. But if it's used from a local guy, yeah, I'd try to go a little less than that. But even if you paid that, that's a great gun.
Yeah. D1062 asks Pocahontas. No one said anything about Hiawatha, Last of the Mohicans, a.k.a. Elizabeth Warren.
I just hope this election really gets rid of all these people. Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi, Jerry Nadler. They all need to go, man.
Yeah, Nadler needs to go.
I mean, if I don't care if you want to call it, doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or Republican. They all lie to you. But when somebody just sits there
Pelosi,
and lies to
Schumer,
you over
Schiff,
and over,
and Nadler. Those are AOC. AOC is just the airhead. I really don't care about AOC. But those other four, those are the bad ones. Those are the ones you get rid of.
yeah.
You want to know a name that made me say "what the hell" the other day? I got a text message on my phone that said Newt Gingrich here. I was like, "What in the world?"
You're still alive?
He's like,
Newt, I responded, Newt, you're still alive. Who knew?
I was just like, "Holy cow!"
I didn't even know you were still alive, man. How you doing? That's what I would have responded with.
But
Because he just kind of, after the Republican primary, he just dropped off the face of the earth, man.
yeah,
Well, Newt said some things that people didn't like. Remember,
Well, Newt
He said
always says
stuff
things
about-
people don't like.
he said stuff about some children would be better off raised in government-controlled homes than the trash home that they're living in now, and
Well,
people really went against him, man. And
I hate to say it, but he's actually not wrong at that point. I've seen somehow. I'm just saying, man, from experience, I've seen some bad homes.
yeah, I understand where he is going with it. I don't know if I agree 100%
He probably could
on
have said it
the,
better.
yeah, like the idea of a government controlled home. So what? They're just gonna say, well, you're not fit, and we're throwing your child into government care. No, but they're like, hey, you're not fit, and foster care, and well, that's a different story. But if he's talking like just a government run orphanage type deal, no.
Yeah. Right. John Z's. Walter Davis says Democrats have no viable candidates. They trashed all the moderates. Yeah. The problem is all the moderate Democrats, the people who aren't all the way socialist or communist, they pretty much either decided they're either going to vote Trump or they're not going to vote for the Democrat side. They'll probably vote libertarian at this point, because I know a lot of them. I've got a lot of friends that are moderates, and they're not happy with the direction that the Democratic Party is going. Not at all. So
I'm hoping to God for Hillary Clinton round 2 at this point. Because really, Hillary is what won us the election last time, and I'm hoping Biden wins us the election again.
Remember, you're not blank if you don't vote Biden.
Yeah, I don't have a blank friend who isn't mad as hell about that.
Yeah.
Black?
I'm not going to say it.
a basket of
I'm not going to say it. Anyways, John Z says, I want to see that night strike run. Let's start with a mile. I'd run with you, but I'm too fat and old. Well, yeah, John, but you're also short too. So I don't know, John. So you got that against you too. We got a whole bunch of other comments, so let's get through them. Rich White says, tell AOC to make you a sandwich. She'd ask if the sand has to be wet and if anyone had a witch's hat. Oh, wow. Gun Websites is out there saying I usually miss these live. Walter Davis says DM, tight shirt, and a gag on. Ooh. No, John. No, I don't want to see that. John Z says AOC wet t-shirt contest. That's the only way to get my vote.
Oh, right.
You're probably closer to her district than I am. Gun Loving Grandpa says AOC, she can eat an apple through a picket fence. Laugh out loud. Wow. Gun Website says Liawatha. Laugh out loud. Yep. The last of the Mohicans. Drucifer says, after 3 months, finally found 9mm on the shelf today. $55 for 50 rounds, hollow point federal, 1 box per person. Ouch.
Good God! I just
Ouch.
got 44
Ouch.
Magnum American Eagle for $38 for hollow points, and it was 50
That's
rounds.
$1.10 a round. Oh my God! Ouch.
I reloaded 5,000 rounds for 6.6 a round.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, now's the time. People are turning lead into gold.
Yeah, exactly. We got Walter Davis saying Trump spent 3.5 years building cases. He will have to have a full mandate to prosecute. I hope so. DM Foss says if you've seen the video, AOC is a better rooftop dancer than a politician. Ow, I don't want to see that video. No, thank you. John Z says Nadler goes anywhere he wants. Hashtag adult diapers. Wow. Ouch.
That's a good one.
Anybody remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the wrestler?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Say if AOC were to make another presidential run in 4 years or whatever, she needs to get Hacksaw Jim Duggan just be like, "Hey!" and then somebody just goes, "See."
Juicer says, thanks for the LTT info, Jason. Stuart, if I get one, I want to get it red dot cut, so new from them would be best. Yeah. T-Tap62 says, is it Nadler really Jabba the Hutt? He's not fat enough. Not yet. Jucifer says, Nadler is Oswald Cobblepot, a.k.a. the Penguin. Dun, dun, dun! All right. Walter Davis says, I'm a foster parent. Newt's right. Well, he's right about that one. But again, he probably could have said it better. DM Foss says, D-Temp, no, I think Droopy Dog. Okay. D-Temp62 says, I used to have an audit county department of social services. You should read some of those child care files. It's horrible. I'm not going to argue. It probably is very horrible. I really feel sorry for some of those children out there. Drewsford says they bring out Michelle Obama once they deem Biden unfit. Yeah, no, thank you. Rolos Carvel says a government-ran orphanage used to produce the next generation of super soldiers.
Yeah.
No MK Ultra programs, thanks.
Well, remember, every time in history humans have ever done a selective breeding program, you end up with the Nazi youth. I mean, it's never a good call.
It's not a good call. It's not a good call at all. And then only one of them survives, and you get shit like Soros.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that out loud? Anyways, moving on. John Z says, you make a nice pillow at night, Strike. I'll run with you, and then I can fluff you up and get a good nap in after. Ouch. Jason Stewart says, at Drucifer, number 12 trigger kit is a must, new gun, or add to a used one. But Jason, you could have said that in here. You could have said that in here.
I also told him, he said it was his first trip down the Beretta Road. So grips, a trigger job, and sights, you need that on any Beretta model, even the LTT.
No.
Yeah.
For shame.
That the Beretta you get has a removable front sight, not the fixed one.
For shame.
Okay, moving on, you guys. Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, hello, Ghost Shadow.
Hey, I'd like to go back to the whole Beretta thing real quick.
No.
Yes. This is vital. If you're going to get a Beretta and change out the rear sight or anything, make sure you get a sight removal tool. They are a son of a gun to try and punch out with a punch and hammer. You need a sight removing tool.
And remember, if you have normal size hands, a Beretta works fine as it is.
Yeah, you do use a sight tool on a Beretta. They are in there. I mean, you can you just don't tap those sights out with a hammer. You beat the hell out of them to get them out. And the sight pusher tool that's made for it is just as easy as butter.
Yep.
All right.
Just as fine as can be.
All right. Drucifer says, Jason Stewart,
Wait,
this will be my first
Nice trick.
adventure into Berettas.
You might want to repeat that because I was interrupting you the whole time.
The Drucifer says, Jason Stewart, this will be my first venture into Berettas. Okay, good. Gun Library Garrett asks, any updates today on Kyle Rittenhouse? Yes, there's one. Kyle Rittenhouse's extradition to Wisconsin has been delayed until at least September 25th. They want to extradite him to Wisconsin for participating in, I guess that thing in Kenosha, right? Yeah, because he doesn't even live in that state. Wow. All right, there you go. Walter Davis says that's a Trump boat parade. I think he says there's a Trump boat parade at the Jersey Shore next weekend. I'm going to go in it. Anyone here can come with. Well, okay. Anybody knows Walter up there in that area? Go hang out with him. Rich White says AOC is a centaur, but she screwed up the configuration of body parts from the horse. Wow.
Oh, that is a good one. Centaur. She wants to be a senator, but she's just a centaur.
Yeah, but I would say I haven't seen a smile on anything like that since Mr. Ed. But, just saying.
Trust me, her career is on its way down the garbage disposal.
I hope so. All right, it is. John Z says they bring out Michelle Obama when they realize who has the bigger wiener in that relationship. Ooh.
You mean Mike? I'm sure Mike is packing heat.
Walter Davis says, Rich, right. She doesn't go to the dentist. She has a horse that float her teeth.
Hey, wait a minute. Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
I don't think that applies with her when her teeth look like it came from a horse.
I'm just saying. That there is prime mule territory.
Well, she is in the right party, the party of the ass. All right, enough AOC jokes. Okay, Jason Stewart's talking more about Beretta, so we're just going to ignore that one. Okay, DM Foss says, at Gun Library Garrett, Nick Sandman's lawyer said he would help with his defense. Yes. Yeah, we heard that too. Ghost Shadow says at Night Strike at DM Foss got spam from Cheaper Than Dirt. They now want $68 for 50 rounds of 9mm. God damn, they are massively price gouging.
Hey, wait, can we mention something about this? So this is the third time that we've all watched Cheaper Than Dirt pull this crap. And I think, so every time this happens, we all do this thing where we say, I'm never going to buy stuff from Cheaper Than Dirt again. Let's hold these people accountable a little bit for this. Let's at least write nasty emails.
Oh, I write nasty emails, and I also do one better. I write badly written regular mails and send it to them and pay, the forever stamp for it.
But I think,
insult to injury.
Right. We've just got to let them know, because this is ridiculous. It's not even supply and demand. It's flat out gouging.
NY Outcast says, I have a video on a cheap removal tool. Okay. Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, I have a 30-ton hydraulic press that isn't a sight. There isn't a sight made that it won't press out or through anything. I believe it.
Pretty sure that would make a whole new slide for you.
Yeah. D1062 said, I've never used Cheaper Than Gold, but just barely. Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, I posted on Cheaper Than Dirt Facebook page listing what competitors are charging. That's
See,
great.
Now
That's great.
that's an effective political move, sir. Bravo to you.
Right. Do that. Also do that on their Instagram and their Twitter account. There you go. That's one way to stick it to them. So,
I would like to point out that, again, Academy is charging the same amount for ammunition now as they were charging 6 months ago.
Walter Davis says, I quit cheaper last round of gouging. Yeah, I made one mistake and Never Enough Ammo called me out on it. So I have not made that same mistake since the last time. So Go Shadow says that Night Strike don't have Instagram or Twitter, and that is your first mistake. But it's probably better that you don't, so don't do it. But if anybody else wants to, pick up the torch from Go Shadow. All right, so we got any other topics you guys want to talk about? Night Hop Medic, you jumped in, kind of towards midway. So,
sorry about that.
Up? No, it's fine. It's fine. I know people working still. I understand that.
Well,
I do this earlier in the evening on Fridays just because the factor that, Matt used to do his video gaming, and I didn't want to get in the middle of that because I would participate.
Right.
So, I can't have a chat while I'm participating in another show,
Right. Well, no, I was actually not working. I was purchasing 2 shotguns for an upcoming video series. And so there's a big consignment basically shop down here in Tennessee that I love a lot. And every so often I'll contact them and tell them, put in a request basically, hey, if this comes to the shop. So there were 2 shotguns that I wanted. And so I put the request in and they called me up today and say, hey, we have these 2 shotguns. They're waiting down here. Come pick them up. So what I wanted to talk about is, does anybody else do a significant amount of consignment?
I don't know any places in the area that do consignment with guns.
But I guess to have it in a showroom, it didn't make any sense to me that somebody would consign their entire collection. I wonder if that's like signing check or writing checks to pay bills. Is that kind of an old process that is becoming popular again? Or I don't know if anybody else has seen it.
I don't know either. All right. So Walter Davis says Cabela's and Dunham's are not moving prices much. Local shops are still the best if they know you. Yeah, well, that's not always true. Ghost Shadow says that Night Strike, got to go run. Still trying to find 308/762 by 51 brass at a reasonable price locally. Having too many issues with USPS, UPS, and FedEx. 3 orders of brass never showed up.
That's all right. They'll get your ballots there safely, though.
Right. Gun Loving Grandpa says my local gun shop does it. So, there you go.
Yeah, these guys have a flourishing business doing it. I mean, there's times where that shop is full of guns and half of them are consignment weapons. I just wasn't sure if that was that common. I was sitting there thinking about it today. I put in a request and a week later they had guns that had come in on consignment meeting what I wanted.
You weren't ready for it yet.
Well, my dealer
Totally
is always
ready for it.
My dealer for years. They've been in business 52 years. It's a smaller family-owned gun shop. They have used stuff all the time and lots of it. Used to, if it was the right gun or whatever, they would just buy off of you. You know what I mean? Here times get tougher or whatever, and they don't want to, invest the money in it or whatever, then they do consignment. But there's been times that they'll just flat buy it from you and they'll resell it, or they'll take it as trade-ins and everything. But, business is a little different nowadays. Some stuff, like there's times there, some stuff just running popularity at times, and other times, you think that gun would sell easy, but it'll sit there on the shelf for 6 months.
Yeah. Yep. So. All right. G-Webs is out there saying, gun websites is saying, when you tell a shop what you're looking for, they know how to grab it when it comes in the shop for sale. They might see 100 of the gun you want. If you don't tell them, they might never buy one. Okay.
Well, yeah, this shop will order things custom for me, but I wasn't looking for something new. So it really, it's most of the time I'm going in there and telling them I want the newest shiny thing, or I'm looking for this specific gun, and they order that gun for me. I actually asked for, kind of older model shotguns. So I was shocked, you know what I mean, in a week's time for them to show up.
All right. Let's see. DTEP62 says, gee whiz question. There's a Beretta 96 here for $665. Is that a fair price?
No, not a used one.
No, not a used one. No, I think the fair price would be about what?
$5.
440 to 5.
4 to 5.
But what about in today's market currently?
$5.
Even in today's market, 5.
Yeah, guns are
$5.
plentiful, man. We have no problem getting guns. It's just ammo.
Yeah,
$5.25.
Yeah.
My dealer just a week ago had the 96. That's the 40 cal. That was brand new, unshot, but it was used, and he had like $5.25 on it.
Yeah,
and that was that actually was an unfired, unscratched, beautiful gun.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's only about like $700 anyways, brand new. So
Yeah. Okay, Warsaw patrons out there. Gun website says you cannot imagine how many used guns walk into a gun shop and how many they will pass on. They can't buy it all. DTEP62 says, P.S. That's on base, so that's out the door. Brand new.
I mean, maybe I don't. Yeah, I guess with taxes and everything and a background check out the door, that's not bad. It's not great either, though.
No, it's not a great price, but it's not a bad price. But I would ask him if there. I would go there and ask if there's any wiggle room.
I like the whole cash leverage. I do that a lot.
Get cash. Yeah. Gun website says, and they won't buy anything out of the norm usually unless they know a customer will want it. Yep, that's how it goes.
Well, gun websites, that makes perfect sense, man. Thank you for that insight. Because like I said, I almost dropped dead when they called me today and were like, "We have your shotguns." I was like, "What?
What? When did I order those?"
Well, it was lit. I walked in there on Tuesday, said, "Hey guys, could you get your hands on these 2 shotguns for me?" And the guy looks at me. He doesn't even blink, and he goes, "Yeah." I was like, okay. And I walked out thinking it'd be next month, right? Because I'm running a whole shotgun series. But nope. Today he called me.
Yeah, my dealers called me several times on guns that I've bought where somebody comes in there and has got it standing there right in front of him, and he just calls me, tells me what it is, if I was interested in that, and I ask him the condition. He gives me the honest condition of it, and I've just said, yes, I'll take it. And he goes ahead and just buys it and puts my name on it. And I pay him whenever I show up to pay him. I have a very good relationship with my dealer, have for years. He treats me very well, looks out for me all the time. But, I give him a lot of business, and, I pass a few envelopes around at Christmas. But it gets you treated like family, man. And I've definitely had some awesome purchases just because of the special treatment.
Has anybody else just noticed where the world of drugs and guns collide?
Gun website says if you never tell them what you want, you are just hoping to find one. When they know, you can build a collection pretty quickly. Ask me how I know.
Right.
Gee, it might not be those collection of videos you used to post on YouTube back in the day. Gee, maybe.
Man, I don't even want to talk about mine. There's something wrong with me.
Gun Websites also says you can even ask them what kind of guns come through that they don't buy. See what the potentials are. Often a customer will ask you, do you want this XYZ? They say no way. But then a week later, you come in and ask for one. Guess what? They probably know somebody that has one.
Now, I've had that happen before. When the Glock, when the 43 and the 48 series first came out, like people, you could order one, but there was only like probably 8 in my hometown, right? Well, one of the guys who bought one didn't want his, and he passively mentioned it to the shop owner and was trying to sell it to the shop owner at a price that the shop owner didn't want. And I mentioned that I wanted one. He flat told me the price that he would charge for it, and it was there the next day because the guy just came over and swapped it to him.
I mean, I've got that AR I got to sell, so I'm working on that.
I like Gunbroker for that and Arms List. Actually, I really like Arms List here locally for that.
I've done Arms List before, but if I sell a gun, I'm going to provide a bill of sale. One,
oh yeah,
and two, I require them to have a South Carolina CWP.
Yeah, I don't require a CCW. I just require them to prove to me that they're not a felon. And so 90% of the time, the methodology that they do that is to show you their CCW.
In South Carolina, if you break the law, they take away your CWP.
Yeah, they do that here in Tennessee, too. Also, if you break the law in Tennessee, they put you in jail, unlike other states.
Well, in South Carolina, they do that, too. So, yeah. DTEM62 says, I got to run, guys. Y'all have a good weekend. You too, DTEM62. We'll see you later, buddy. Gun Library Garrett says, I have a bad habit of buying guns that don't work for my hands, but I buy them anyways because on paper it seems good.
Yeah, I have to touchy. Yeah. I've got to feel it first.
Gun Website says someone is going to buy a gun. That's probably why he's leaving. He's going to buy another gun, probably.
We fired up the gun juices in his head. It's on now.
It's on now, like Donkey Kong. All right. I think we're gonna close this one up. We had a pretty good chat tonight. So I want to thank everyone that showed up and conversed with us and participated. Jason, thank you for showing up.
Hey, man, thanks for the invite. It's my pleasure being here.
All right. Always love having you. And then, we've got, the griller himself, Guns and Barbecue.
Thank you for the invite, as always. Just would like to mention to everybody, if you missed Jason's chat last night, go over to his channel, check that out. It was about 3 hours long. A lot of cool information in that.
Yep. All right, and last but certainly not least, we have Nighthawk Medic. I didn't even think he was going to jump in or show up, but he proved me wrong.
Hey, Night Strike, thanks for sending me an invite. I appreciate you having me in tonight. It's awesome to hang out with you guys as always and have an incredible night.
So I remember, I normally do stuff on Tuesday and Fridays, but now I'm thinking I might also do a Thursday show. So I'm just right before Jason. So I'm just letting everyone know what's going on.
Roger that.
We got your Thursdays covered.
Yeah, because there's not a lot going on Thursdays, and it's just, you get bored. So
yeah, exactly, man. Really.
You get bored in the evening because you don't want to watch what's on TV because it's all, either anti this or that. I don't want to see that.
I'd also like to throw out there, it's Free Patch Friday, so everybody go over to gearwebsites.com, check that out, and also head over to GunTube store. And, what is it? store.guntube.org there.
I'll put a link out there in the chat.
There you go. But, be sure to get your GunTube CLP from Night Strike. Help keep the GunTube going.
Yep, it's 100% made in America. 100%. So, anyways, with that, I don't need to make the plugs or anything. So go check out GunTube. We'll see you next week. We'll probably see you on some of the other chats that happen, through the weekend. So with that, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for jumping in, and we'll see you next week. Shall not be infringed.
Love one another, but wear your masks and stay 6 feet apart.
What she said.
Proper social distancing.
Go vote.
Go vote.
Yeah, go vote today.
I also forgot. Give them the bird.
Vote early and vote often.
Vote with the bird. Vote with the bird. All right. Adios, Felicia. Te amo. And
Well, a bird. A bird is the word.
Exactly, surfer bro. With that, we're done.
Yep, go check out Gizzard Gary.
Later tonight on Foul Territory. Bye, everyone.